we're going to talk entertainment now. I have here with me an actor. I like to say from one of my states. I was born in Edo State. Etinosa, Idemudia. Thanks for being here today. Were you born in Benin?
No, Warri.
Were you born in Warri? Okay, but you're from Edo State.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Very fine, thank you.
How long have you been acting for?
3 years now, since 2016.
What was the reason for that? Was that always the plan, or did it just happen?
Well, I always wanted to act. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to create films, not just only act. I wanted to make content. So, but trust now, African parents, you have to be a science student. In Nigeria, if you're not a doctor, lawyer, engineer, then you're the bastard of the family.
So what did you study?
Computer engineering.
Okay.
And then I have
Where was this?
Covenant University.
Okay.
And then I practiced for 3 years as a field engineer.
Okay.
Oil and gas, construction, projects, long story. After 3 years, of course, I got my own independence. Like, my parents couldn't tell me what to do, or I'd given them what they wanted. They had bragged for 3 years to their friends. My daughter is an engineer. She's working in that company. Do you know it? So when I thought, okay, you know, I think I want to switch. Apart from that, I was doing like free MC work in the office. Like, everybody knew I was made for entertainment. Yeah. You knew, like, what are you doing here? You know. So I decided to make it a profession. I decided to, you know, turn it to something, turn my hobby into my work. Okay. So of course I didn't just jump into acting. I didn't just quit my job, like, you know, some people. I don't advise anybody to just switch careers that way. Yeah. I took a very long break. You know, I went to film school. I went to test the waters. Oh, okay. Yes, at Royal Art Academy in Lagos, Nigeria. And then while I was there, I was making short comedy skits, and just because I love doing those things. You know, I'd already even used my office people to practice, and I should, you know, skits with them. And I'm like, what are you doing here? So to cut the long story short, I started getting noticed by filmmakers, producers, and the rest, they say, is history. Yeah. So when I got back to work after my break, after my leave, I could not concentrate again. You know, I'd seen a better world out there. I'd seen where I really wanted to be. So
how did your parents take that? I mean, if they wanted you to be this person and you decided to move on to the arts, and they didn't support that initially, how did they take the switch?
At first, it wasn't funny. I didn't even tell them about going to film school. You know, I just told them, I'm just in Lagos, I'm enjoying life. You know, I'm enjoying my leave. So when I was sure, that's when I told them. My father was not having it, because he has an engineering background himself, and you know, my mom always knew. You know, moms always just know their children. You know, my mom's closer to us than my dad, so she didn't really say much. She was just, you know, trying to pinch my dad, but he was just very mad about it. So I'm like, why don't I try it? And if it doesn't work, then you guys have the right to say I told you so, which African parents love doing. So their disapproval at first became my motivation. Like, when I moved to Lagos, and you know, acting is quite slow. Sometimes you don't have any roles for months. So when I think of giving up, I just remember my father's face, remember my mother. We said it. Come back. So yeah, so that just kept me going and on and going on and on. And today my parents celebrate me. They are, you know, very happy. Of course, now African parents, and my daughter. Do you see the newspaper? My daughter is on TV.
So what was the journey for you? Being, I mean, it's been 3 years now. People know your name a lot more now. What has the journey been for you? I mean, you said there were times when there was no work and all of that. How did the journey happen, and how did you land your first role?
How did I land my first role? First of all, I'll say it wasn't easy, or it has not been so easy. It's not as easy as social media makes it look. You post one nice picture, oh, living my dreams. No, it's not that easy. My first major role I got while I was in film school. There was some producer who was marketing his film. So at that time, I had like good number of followers. I had like a good platform. So I was promoting his film for free. I even went to the cinema, I was selling tickets. They don't pay me one kobo. So, you know, the man was like, wow, you know, see talent. And then he checked my page. He saw I could do things. Tolu Lotana, by the way. And he's like, you know, let's try something, you know. Let's give you a shot. Take this script, read it, let me know what you think. And, you know, yeah, that's how I got my first major role, Ajuaya, a movie about 6 young youth coppers. So, yeah, so from there, more discoveries, more roles. Then my comedy has been, doing very well as well.
So your comedy, is this just online skits, or do you do stand-up, or what is the comedy side about?
It's majorly skits,
okay,
and then events hosting.
Okay.
So I don't do stand-up. I don't know how to tell a joke. I can act funny. I can do something really silly and make people laugh, but I can't tell a story. One man, the man. When I finish talking, you're like, oh,
where was the end?
Okay, you're finished, So I don't do that at all. I just hype. I just ginger people, which is mostly events hosting and things.
So has it been what you thought it would be? Because people tend to, like you said, people see Instagram and expect that life is fun and great. Being an actor now, before you became an actor, looking back, has it been what you thought it would be? Financially rewarding, satisfying, emotionally, mentally? How has the journey been?
I would say it's actually better than what I expected. Why? Because before the age of social media, entertainment, the movie industry stories have not been so nice. So going into it, I wasn't going like, okay, oh, bed of roses. I was going like, okay, we die here. This is serious hard work. So, but when I got in, I found out that contacting movie makers was even more easy than what we had, and I would say grace, because it's not by how smart you are. It's just things just happen to people, and you're like, you can't really explain.
Yeah.
So and then in film school, thank God for film school, you get a lot of actors who have gone further than you come and tell you what to expect. So I think, let's just say I was I won't say lucky. I was prepared. So
and lots of things just fell in place as a result.
Yeah.
I had a guest here last Sunday who's an absolute legend in the industry, Hilda Dokubo, and she had mentioned something about, in loose term I'll use is Instagram actors. She said something about, there's a lot of the new generation actors who don't take the work seriously. They're on set half the time, they're on Instagram scrolling. When they say action, they drop their phone and they quickly start talking. That is, she doesn't seem to see the sort of dedication and passion that she probably saw in the past. Do you agree with her?
I agree with her totally. First of all, Instagram is very addictive when, especially when you have a lot of followers, a lot of people interacting with you. You're trying to keep up with your fans, who kind of constitute half of your career anyway.
Yeah.
You're trying to keep up with that. You're trying to keep up with what's happening, news and all of that. Although when you're at work, you should be at work. You should be serious. And then I noticed something which also aligns with what she said.
Yeah.
The youths of nowadays are really, really, really distracted. Like, everybody wants it fast. Everybody wants the social media way. That's why I said before that you don't let social media deceive you. It's not as easy as it looks. Now, when I was producing my last film, I put up an ad because people always send me DMs. Please link me up. I want to be an actress. I want to be an actress. I'm like, producers and directors are the ones who employ actors, not actors themselves. So how many producers do you know? You don't know anybody. You don't know your employer. It's like a banker. Someone who wants to be a banker and doesn't know any bank to apply to. That's just how the movie industry is. Okay, can you, Google, find out names of your future employers and reach out to them? And then the person just goes, please, can you just give me the list? It's like, oh, wow, that's on the side. So back to when I was producing, I put up an ad, because people always say, oh, hook me up. If you want to act, come to this place, come for an audition, come for a reading, and you don't see anybody. Some people comment, oh, I'm coming, wow. And then you're there, you're waiting for them to come. You even go as far as messaging, like, the traffic was so much. Oh, this and this. And
so you don't see, people are not willing to put in the work.
Although there are some very serious people, of course, but I don't doubt what she's saying.
Would you call yourself an Instagram actor?
No.
Do you think you take your, sort of still leading from some of the things she said, do you think you take your image on social media more seriously than the work you put in as an actor? Because we see a lot of, photo shoots. There's a photo shoot every day on Instagram with actors, and actresses.
I know, right?
And people in entertainment generally. There's a lot of that flash that happens on social media, which is good. I mean, it helps the brand, it helps build the brand. But do you think you focus more on that than the work?
Definitely not. As an entertainer or as a public figure, there are different sectors of your life you have to grow. So the image, the branding is one, And then your actual work is another thing. So I think your work is more important, because if people are going to write about you, people are going to talk about you, people are going to remember you, it's going to be by your works, not by your most beautiful picture or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'll take my work more, of course, more seriously, because at the end of the day, it's the work that constitutes the brand.
Yeah. Well, we can't talk about Instagram without mentioning the infamous incident with you and MC Galaxy. There was an Instagram live with MC Galaxy, which you appeared in. We'll get to that, but take us through what got you to that point, because we had seen comments and tweets, I don't know whether, about you saying that you were going to be on his Instagram live. Take us through what got you to that point.
Okay, so sometimes when people screen grab things, they don't screen grab the time or the date and all of that. So they position information to mislead the public. Before that time, you know, MC Galaxy had a live video where...
Are you friends with him?
Yes.
Okay.
So he had a live video where he was under so much fire, like everybody was attacking him and things like that, you know. First of all, let me just confess, the live thing started from my own page.
Okay.
But not like people were, it wasn't extreme. It was just, you know. So he now told me, he called me, it's like, oh, he wants to start it very well on his page. I'm like, oh, go ahead, good luck. So the first time he did it, he had so much heat. And then, of course, as one of the proprietors of the live video, I called him, I'm like, yo, just take it easy, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm going to support you.
We are saying he'd like comments, people are bashing him. Or
yes,
exactly?
Yes, the first time it happened with some other girl, I don't know the girl. So there was so much heat and all of that. So he put up a post that, you know, he's not going to do this again. Like he's shutting down the live video and he's doing this for his fans. So I came to the comment section. It's like when a child is crying and a child, or someone says, I want to commit suicide. And you now say, no, you must do it, oh. You know, that kind of thing. So when he said, I'm no longer doing this video again, I'm doing this for my fans, this heat is too much, blah, blah. I'm like, no, you must do this video. In fact, I'm even coming to. So it wasn't like, left to me, I thought that was the end of it. He was never ever going to do it live. So that's when I commented, no, Shabi, you want to do live, you must do. In fact, I'm even coming. So it was a joke. It was only for some 5 days after. He calls me up and he's like, he's doing another live video. I said I was going to support. I should come and support. And I'm like, yo, I thought you said you stopped this thing. The problem you had was not big enough. Saying blah, 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 like he's still going to do it. So later that evening, I'd forgotten about the phone call. I'd forgotten about the live. I was doing my own things, my own. And then my day wasn't particularly good that day, you know. So I was, you know, drinking a lot. I was just on my own.
Inebriated.
In my own world. See big English. Yeah. Inebriated. So like 11:30 or almost midnight, he calls me up like, we've done the first session. We didn't see you. What happened? I'm like, oh, it's today. Okay, let's come on, you know, let's, you know. So normally, it's supposed to just be you tease. You're not really stripping. You're not really doing that, you know. You just tease and pretend like you're going to do it. Everybody's like, yo, yo, go, go. And then you just laugh and cut it. That's the normal plan you get. But when this alcohol of a thing gets into your system and, you know, in large volumes, your inhibition is reduced. Things that you normally not do, you probably would do them. You know, things that you say no to on a normal day. You know, your sense of reason is kind of tampered with. So I wasn't really hearing any. I wasn't even seeing the screen. All was happening was just in my head. Yo, yo, I was just hearing noise in my head, like go, go, go. And then some minutes later, my phone was buzzing. People
were you alone when this was happening? Or did you have friends?
Around the house.
Yeah.
Yes. So people were calling me, my brother. I didn't want to know what are you guys saying? Like, go and check this page. What's happening? Check, what did you do? So I tried to drive to see, you know, there's some people I talk to, I see when there's, you know, a media crisis, like people who, my handlers. So I don't even know where I was driving to by almost 1 a.m. I had
Do you
Drunk driving is a crime, and so I can't say I can't say I had an accident.
I just want to ask. I want to ask a few questions because I need to get a few things clear. Because I know that after that you did call out MC Galaxy for. Oh, I saw people calling him out. Sorry, that he took advantage of you. But are you saying this was as a result of alcohol, or are you taking responsibility? Because I mean,
I'm taking
the videos were out there.
Yes, I'm taking full responsibility because Is
this something you regret?
Control. It's something that I would never do in my right frame of mind.
Yeah.
It's something I will never ever do in my right frame of mind. So, but
there are people who think you knew what you were doing for fame, and you've become a little more popular. Some people will say unpopular since then. But is this something you think worked for you?
First of all, I'll say there's a difference between being famous and being valuable, being relevant. You can just be popular and be popular for nothing, for no reason at all. And then you can be popular, famous, and be relevant for something really important, So I would never, use my own hand to be famous for nothing and be useless.
But do you think it helps your brand?
Of course, it really pushed my brand.
Are you okay with that?
Upwards, and I'm really shocked. Like, whoa, Nigeria, thank you. Whether I'm okay with it, I'm happy for growth. I'm happy for success. I'm happy for a new level. Yeah, although what caused the new level is not really beautiful, but in all things, I give thanks.
Do you get judged by that a lot these days, you think?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Why would I say that? When I go out, in fact, I have more public appearances now. So I don't think I'm judged, because before someone invites you for a public appearance, they probably met with the other members of the board, they tabled your matter and all that. And so I get more. And then...
Did your family see that?
Hey, my father. Yes. My mother is now an expert on Instagram now.
So she's because of police on Instagram now.
Wow. Every post she calls me. So I like what you wrote. Even the comments, it's very good now. But they were very supportive. I thank God they didn't cut my head off.
We're almost done. Let's just quickly go. What's up with Etinosa in the next couple of months? What should we be looking out for very quickly? Okay,
real quick. So I'm building my YouTube page now, more seriously, what I should have done like a long time ago.
More comedy, obviously. More
comedy content. And then in the nearest future, I'm going to start my comedy series, a TV series, a sitcom. Something that has been, under the carpet for a very long time. Yes, that. And hopefully, this is June, hopefully this month or next month, I'm producing another movie. I'm hitting sets again, putting on my producer's cap and going for another one.
Have you been typecast since the Instagram live incident, do you think? Do producers now offer you certain...
I will not mention the production.
We actually heard that you got a phone at some point. Was that true?
No, it's not true. No, not true. Not true. It's all those Twitter accounts that just do parody stuff. No. Yes, a bit.
You've gotten typecast. People want to offer you certain kind of roles because they think. And you don't want to take those?
No, not now. I mean, I would just be stuck there, and that's not the kind of brand I really want to have.
Yeah.
Except the character has some kind of turnaround, except there's a strong message at the end. Like my character is portraying something really strong. Like one movie, Made for More, where my character was a street worker, a night worker. But at the end of the day, you see that she has more things in her. She has talent that she was overlooking because of her past. And long story short, she transforms. I'll do that, but not from beginning to the end. What was that? Excuse me.
Okay, so looking out for your YouTube page, your YouTube sitcom.
No, the sitcom is going to be on TV.
It's going to be on TV?
Yes.
Okay.
But the YouTube page is just short comedy skits.
Okay. Thanks a lot for being here today. Actor, producer, comedian, engineer.
My father will be happy to say this. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.